Eat this shit up.
It's a hype South takeover. Yes, he said it's a hype South
One car drove by and opened fire on a parking lot where a popular Houston rapper was promoting community service and voter registration.
And at least 3 people are dead after gunfire rang out at a gentleman's club.
But there is a Houston rapper who has taken a more hands-on approach to helping his fellow farming victims. Trae Tha Truth.
A man is in jail tonight for the shootings of 5 people, including local rapper Trae Tha Truth.
Trae Tha Truth getting emotional on Instagram, telling his followers it's time to stand up for George Floyd.
Trae Tha Truth has had a career full of headlines, some good and some bad. But throughout, he has never detoured from his determination to persevere through the obstacles and adverse situations he's faced. Trae's a different breed. The journey he's taken in his career has taken several different turns. When he started rapping, it was because that's what his older brother King Dinky wanted for him. Dinky's a street legend on the Southwest. He was one of the ones that broke the ground on the West. He been locked up since 1992 or so, serving 2 or 3 life sentences. Trae started off rapping with Gorilla Mob in the late 90s, where he and his counterparts started making major noise and getting recognized for their unique style of rapping. And then they parlayed that into the junction of ABN. His career carries a lot of baggage, some good, some bad. But through it all, he's pressed on. One of the most notable things is obviously the detachment of Zero from the group, as Trae continues to carry on the name ABN. And then there are the soldiers that have been lost along the way. His right-hand man, Money Clip D, was killed in 2011 at 5 in the morning. Earlier that day, they were out in the neighborhood passing out turkeys on Thanksgiving, something that Trae has done regularly over the years as part of his philanthropy work in the city. A year later, another one of his associates was killed outside a club along with 2 others as the shooter sits in prison serving life without parole. Trae was also hit that night, and 5 years later, he had this viral video of him finally pushing out the bullet that was lodged in his shoulder.
Motherfucking bullet. Look at this shit.
Savage. Damn.
My face, man. That shit that crazy, man.
Trae has had to overcome so many adversities in his career. Some may have folded, most would have folded, but he stayed at it, even throughout the ban that has kept him off the radio for over a decade. It's ridiculous how freedom of speech can cost you your livelihood, even in a scenario where you're defending your character. In my opinion, a radio personality who no longer works for 97.9 was wrong for insinuating that his music held him responsible for what occurred. At no point did she or any other member of the station identify how the positive things that he has been doing that earned him his own holiday in Houston be the reason why the incident shouldn't have happened. At the time of the shooting, Trae was one of Houston's hottest rappers. He was doing major collaboration with national artists. He had In the Hood with Young Jock that reached the Billboard chart and was a club hit in 2006. He also had Screwed Up featuring Lil Wayne that reached the Billboard and was a street and radio hit in 2007. That joint spent 17 weeks on the charts. His album Restless is a classic in the street. Hard, front to back, no skips. Trae's national ascent was inevitable had it not been for the band, which is why he filed a lawsuit on the radio station. But he didn't reach a settlement. Not only has he traditionally and annually given back to the community, He's also been a hero in some of Houston's darkest times, like Hurricane Harvey, which was the founding moment for the relief game, which has earned him not only the title of the hometown hero, but also earned him the key to the city in 2017. In the hardest times, Trae has risen to the occasion to support the people. Even if his music at times is or was dark, nobody does more direct work to help people in the community than Trae. From his annual trade aid to giving out turkeys, bikes, rescuing people that were stuck during Harvey, to standing up on the front line for social issues, he cut from a different cloth and gives rappers a good name and different from what the stereotypes might claim. He became the president of T.I.'s Grand Hustle label and kept on doing his thing despite the adversities. Nothing has stopped him, and I don't think nothing will. Musically, he continues to release music, despite occasionally not reaching the performance that he will probably want. But that's to be expected and anticipated, but still doesn't stop artists from across the industry to rock with him. Everything he drops gets at least 1 million views plus, so imagine what it will be like without the band. But music isn't everything, and his career at this point is a lot larger than rap. That was just a platform that provided him the leverage to have a greater impact on the world. You can hate, but you can never ban the truth. This is Hype South with Child Time TV. Until next time, peace.